Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Danganronpa and our third investigation. So I guess let's go ahead and just examine the bodies. Fumi's big cold body is lying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? I mean, that's a good point. I don't think Hiro, definitely not Kyoko. Definitely not Hiro either. He's really scrawny. Unless he's hiding a lot of muscle underneath it. The dude's like over 300 pounds, right? And 300 plus pounds of dead weight is not easy to move unless you like do a considerable amount of working out. And even then, like, you're not usually like carrying 300 pounds by yourself from like one side of the school to the other, right? From the nurse's school, where he was discovered, to the repository, all the way from the first floor to the second and third floor. That's right, he went up 2 floors, yeah. And all without anyone noticing. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can't think about it, I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait. Something's off about this body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Fumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Oh, he had blood on his glasses. That's his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses? But who would do that and why? Nice. That is kind of weird. And by kind of weird, I mean super weird. It's a dolly. It doesn't have any handles. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. No, because you would have to go upstairs. Never mind. I was gonna say, you could use it to move Hifumi. That would help move 300 pounds, right? But if you have to go upstairs, that's impossible. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a bloodstain on it. Was it used to move Taka? So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's that? What's the explanation for that? Nice. Let's see, anything else? Oh, yeah, I should definitely look at the hammers, right? They match the same description, or they look like the same as the Justice hammers, just not blue. There are hammers all of different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Okay. Ina, how you doing? Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got there, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? You knew this, Makoto! And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, and now it's wide open. I mean, we literally kind of did almost that too. We didn't rush here. We just came here and we looked to the door, and it's like, oh, it's locked. Better come back later. Like, no, Sakura, break down the door. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Sakura! Many aspects to this incident. There are many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Sure? Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, 4 of us met up at the dining hall, Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that Robo Justice had dragged Fumi away. Which again, 300 plus pounds of dead weight is extremely improbable to move for someone that doesn't really work out. Unassisted anyways. 300 plus pounds of fighting weight. By fighting I mean Fumi trying to break free and get away. Also extremely hard to do. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costume assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... Dots? What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around on the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claim, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time, she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celestine and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we get back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right around the same time. But I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Yumi and Dickhead were all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared, and from there we began a search for both the missing bodies. And sometime after, Celeste told us she found the bodies. Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And then we rediscovered the 2 dead bodies the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. And no! Douchebag, what up? Do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone else could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, he said Hiro's name.
so in other words...
Then there was no room to suspect anyone else. But if he did do it, why did he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered? But he's a fool of the century. He's the fool of the century, you see. He is kinda dumb. That's not wrong. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no, there are a few other things, like everything. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we just found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because the rule, all the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps... Let's see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay? Dots.
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's that attitude, you dickwad? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left for the repository. Man, we really need to spike him somewhere. He talked as if he figured something out. And if he did, would have killed him to tell me what it was. No, but it could kill us if he doesn't tell us, right? Cameras. I mean, something's clearly up, right? Like, there's only way out of this room. There's only one way in and out of this room. There's definitely a lock in the door, but it can only be locked from the inside. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside. Okay. Okay. The door is designed so that it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When I checked it, before anyone else, someone had already come in here and locked the door. So when they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Nice! Okay. Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, you want to look around a little bit more? Where haven't we... Oh, we haven't checked out Taka's body. Oh, sorry, dog. Taka, he'll never move again. Yeah, no, that's very clear. According to the Monokuma files, he died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a top under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind when the body was moved? I guess it would cover the trail to the room, right? So it would have a hard time figuring out where it was. First the nurse's office, then the equipment room. Okay. So let's go to the nurse's office. Is there anyone to talk to out here? How about we check the map? That's where they are. You're in the equipment room. Where's the nurse's office? Down here. Celeste is there. Okay. So anywhere else? Okay, let's just go to the nurse's room then. And see what's going on in there. So something is definitely odd, right? Like, clearly. I think we'll go over it at the end of the episode, but I think I'm starting to understand what exactly is going on. What do we have look here, Celeste, the garbage? Is that a garbage? Yeah, it's a garbage. Is this a normal trash can? Huh, wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth, and it's clearly Hifumi's. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, but it's also covered in blood. Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? It's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Okay, that's clearly Hifumi's, right? Okay, yeah. Huh, Justice Hammer 3. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body and left the weapon behind. Camera over there. Anything over here? There is. Oh, a refrigerator? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. Peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in there. Blood for transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. You could try. Nice. There wasn't a clue or anything, but nice, I guess. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything precisely. Precisely speaking. I was simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Well, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Fufumi's body.
Let's see.
How Fufumi was moved, huh? When it disappeared, we were supposed to be in the nurse's office. You were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to have been getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you get back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in, move Fufumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. I mean, yeah. It actually probably would be considered impossible. To be fair, we're living in, you know, maybe not supernatural. It's clearly kind of supernatural world, right? So I guess it might not be that big of an improbability. Let's go back up to the equipment room. But yeah, I don't know. I think I understand some of it already. Just by those facts alone and the cleaning cloth and the trash can. Anyone in here? No. Where'd Toko go? I was gonna say, she's still here? Oh yeah, she actually is here. Hi, Toko. Or Jill. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimate rare event. Thanks, Jill. Just the same before, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the the murder weapon was just left here. Oh, is these tarps? Huh, this tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and it's just recently, too. Nice. Are we really not putting two and two together there? Okay, that's weird. Blood. Oh, there's some skid marks there. There's some kind of mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tires. Could that blood have come from here? I would imagine. Here. Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using a dolly. Both the rooms are on the third floor, so that definitely has been possible. Should have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the first floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get up to the third floor. That's still a total mystery. I don't think it's a total mystery, actually. Is that it for here? Oh, you know what? We should probably go to the rec room, right? Where's the rec room? That's a good question. Where is the rec room? Class B. Is that the rec room? That's the rec room! So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I want to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is a note Hiro wrote to get us, all to meet up, right? Remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyways, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. Hey, Makoto, you actually are kind of slow, aren't you? No, it is a trap of some sort. It's an illusion. I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you anymore. Yeah, I mean,
Goodbye.
You know we all die if we fail, right? Thanks, dog. dumbass. I was going to the rec room. There's Justice Hammer 1, I think, right? Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? What the heck is this thing? That's it? That's all we wanted the... I mean, sure, we can check out the game. Like here? Okay, I guess not. Chair? So everything is probably not related to the case here. I'm just gonna take a whim there and say it's not related to the case. Let's go to Hero's room then. Just go like there. Where is Hero's room actually? There's Taka's, there's Kyoko. Girl, you in there? Where the hell are you? Where the hell is his room? Oh, there. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Dumbass did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Is he gonna be dead too? That would be against regulations. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. What was that? What is that? It's on. Is the camera's glitching out? Like every few seconds, like the camera on the left-hand side will just like glitch in? That's weird, which means he can't really complain if I don't go get his permission to search his room, right? Let's see, boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and some things made out of what looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, there's more! These blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Oh, the writing? Huh. Yeah, the writing's different, right? Can we look at that? Let's go over here. Where the hell is your... Yeah, so that's all nice and neat. Not so nice and neat. What else? A bed? It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. That's just the door over there. Okay, let's go to the bathroom, I guess? I silently checked the bathroom. Dots. There's nothing in there. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Well, at least he's bathing, right? Right? Because apparently that's something Ifumi and, you know, Toko just don't do. Makoto, big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news!
Just a second!
Robo Justice showed up too! Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume!
Okay.
Anyways, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyways, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Hi? Dots. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Man, I have had the worst day. Dots? Hero? Kyoko first.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed in the pool locker room. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe he kicked me. You could have been a little bit more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyways, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're just like that.
I mean...
Well, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. I don't even know how that happened. When I woke up, then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Oh, well, I don't know what's up with this thing. I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all
I didn't
wrong.
make this stupid freaking thing.
It would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let me help. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. It's kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro.
So then.
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room after all.
Is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. The one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible.
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I don't think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, we're attacking blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. What? Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo costume. This is gonna be hilarious, isn't it? This is hilarious!
See, look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Yeah.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
What?
I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
You're an idiot.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, you see, it's because you're a girl. It was another guy then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You're obviously absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. And they must have one that looks the same, but it fits them?
Honestly.
If you insist on that line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Here's the only one who without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Can someone, like, tell me? Nice. Alright. But seriously, where the hell were you? She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I don't know, shove her in that locker then. Maybe she'll tell us where the hell she was. It looks more and more like it really was a setup. Yep.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it. Celeste.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where was Kyoko been? Where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps she really is working with the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you're quite protective of her, yes? That's because she helped me out so much until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. That's a good point, actually.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Fumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it!
Please?
I did not!
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 people are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it, I know who did it!
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Fumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means
30%
Alter Ego
right.
and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see, that's unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us, just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
I know, that note! Note? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we can use it to escape? Monokuma can't find it, so tell anyone else for now. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. This office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What? Really? Told you, someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage and shit to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still get a check, right? No! That's how you get killed! They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. Still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket? Dots?
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Nice. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. It's not like that.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. You have time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. Guess I better go back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, Genocide Jack, to switch with me, but if she and Sakura get into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. That's true. I mean, I think Sakura would be able to rip her in half, but you know, Jill is armed to the teeth with scissors, so Sakura probably wouldn't come out of that unscathed, unless Jill probably got her from behind. I don't know. I think Sakura is big enough, unless she went for the throat or the spinal cord. I still think Sakura would be able to just take Jill and pop her head off. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto,
You have a second, huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
it would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some grounds. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No.
Anyway,
No, Makoto. Actually say no.
shall we go?
Makoto, dog. I get it. I get this is a written story and we're gonna have, it's we gotta do stuff to advance it, and that means working with her. At the same time, you tell her no. Unless she tells you.
Hey,
And you tell her why. Exactly, you're telling her no, and why you suspect her. And then if she wants to still withhold that information, you once again tell her to go fuck herself, and then you go investigate on your own. I kinda like Kyoko with all the help she had given us before. She is shady as all hell right now. So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpse. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway.
We have to hurry before the class trial begins. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Alright. I actually still think we should be like, no? That seems closest, right? Kind of. I mean, if she's not gonna work with us, then why would I work with her? It does probably increase the chance of us actually solving this and getting out of here alive, true, but at the same time, if she is working for the mastermind, screw off. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to be rigid, but only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka without hesitation and began poking and prodding the body.
I knew it.
Monokuma files were right. They were killed using a similar weapon. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Do you want me to examine the bodies again? Like, okay. The biggest problem right now, I have right now is how the killer was able to move Fufumi's massive corpse from the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing. I can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which was found in the nurse's office, but when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that and why? With his own glass cleaner, too.
I see.
Koto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Yeah. I mean, no, that's not it. Anyways, you said he had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving at all. And most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that means his watch was broken sometimes just after 6?
That's right.
But after last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at. Oh yeah, he did mention the wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 in the morning.
However.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. That's right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because.
Rigor Mortis has already said, and boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Sakura, help! She's being sexist and a slave driver. The cold ice hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched hands. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Yoko then turned to Fumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Fumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues on his own. Okay, there's nothing in the paper? Nothing written on it? It's just a blank piece of paper? The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer... Okay, I mean, yes, this is true. We've already been through this, dog, multiple times. I guess I needed to talk to you again. Screw you, I'm gonna talk to Sakura. Hey, how's it going? Oh, right, no, I don't, no, thank you, bye. Hina!
So,
Doesn't Kyoko get creeped out by poking at the dead bodies and stuff? Yeah, I would imagine. But no, apparently not. So, did you find anything else?
Indeed.
I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. His pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
it was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
I also don't know what that means. What does that mean, Kyoko? Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed in his pants, it's like, it better be important, Fumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Notes. I found a hole. Maybe we could use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we could use it to escape. Monokuma cannot find out. Yes, I already read all that.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah, he said rec room, right? Found a hole, escape, find out, rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different, and the room is different, Hiro. Makoto. He told us the note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked them to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning behind that. There's some meaning, yes. Probably the part that Taka had, right? Can you maybe explain a little more? Apparently, I'm not smart. Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I don't know. I don't have an,
So then...
Oh, okay, yeah. So what I was thinking earlier is starting to add up then. What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims of this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks had nothing to do with the murders, how the murders was carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killing in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, huh?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. They may have some point, and they may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Okay, so that was the last set of clues then. Yeah, alright.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Whoa!
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make
Sure.
your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right. Like always.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Alright. Well, we're not going to do the trial today. We will do it tomorrow. So, like I did last time, let's go over what I think might have happened and see if we can actually determine who the killer is before the trial. So, I don't think anyone moved Hifumi's body. I think Hifumi moved his own body. Cleaned off his own glasses, right? With his own little glasses cleaner. And moved himself. Now, here's the thing. I don't really understand why. It might be what I think happened. Well, like, thought when I first brought up, like, saying since there was two deaths, two people might have killed two people individually, so they're both blackened. Monokuma said we were trying to find the one true blackened. So it could be Hifumi was an accomplice, but ended up getting betrayed, right? Now, who would he be working for? I think the obvious one would probably have to be... I mean, it has to be, like, Celeste, right? I'm saying that because they had that whole Dom and sub relationship going on for a little bit. Master... He called her, like, master or mistress at one point. Celeste hasn't really been that suspicious. She is the ultimate gambler, right? So she's good at lying, so that makes sense. But there was one point last episode where she said something very suspicious, where she said, she mentioned Taka being killed as well. Though that could have just easily been something I missed or something they explained to her off screen. I'm trying to think, though, if it could be anyone else. I don't think it's going to be Hiro, obviously. Hina even said, like, you can't bend at the waist, so how the hell would he actually pick anyone up? You can't pick anyone up. Even to, like, get on a dolly, you wouldn't be able to pick up Taka. I mean, Hifumi had to have moved himself. That is the literally only possible explanation. The only person I could even see even being slightly able to move Hifumi would be Sakura. And even with Sakura, I don't think she would be able to move him in that amount of time up 2 floors, right? Especially without getting blood on her. And especially without getting blood on the ground from the nurse's office to the rec room, or not rec room, the equipment room. So he had to have moved himself. He could have been the one that killed Taka, though, right? If you think about it, maybe, I don't know, he had the part of the paper that Taka had clenched his hand when he died, right? That ripped off, from what it looks like, you know, because Taka had a piece of paper in his hand that, weirdly enough, fit the shape inside of the rip mark of the piece of paper that was shoved into Fumi's pants. Maybe he didn't kill him, actually. Maybe he moved him? No, we would have seen that. Nah. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think, right? Because they had to have moved Taka from the equipment room to the repository. I think I just called the repository like the equipment room like a couple minutes ago. Anyways, they had to get to the repository or the equipment room, move Taka to the repository. It is a game, but I don't think Hifumi would be that fast. The dude's a giant man, right? And it's not like a giant, like, you know, fit man either. He's just a giant man. The dude, I don't think ever worked out in his life. So I don't think he would be that fast to get up 2 flights of stairs, put Taka on a dolly and move him. So oh, another reason it's probably Celeste, right? She's the one that found him in the repository, and the door was locked. I don't know. Okay. I think that's all I can actually go off right now. I'm starting to do loops in my head, like, how the hell... like, I'm trying to look into the video game for, like, how the hell could, like... Hifumi get up from the nurse's office to the equipment room, put Taka on a dolly, move him down to the repository. Then I'm like, okay, if it is Celeste, how the hell is Celeste gonna go up to the equipment room and move Taka onto the dolly and then get him to the repository? She doesn't look exactly like she works out either, and Taka was what? He's over 100 pounds, yeah? Where are you, Doug? There. Yeah, 146 pounds. I mean, sure, that's not as much as, like, Hifumi, who was 342. There is no way anyone moved him here if it wasn't Sakura. So he had to have moved himself, because we knew where Sakura was. And even Sakura, that's a lot of weight to carry up 2 floors. Yeah, I like that. That's been updated. Ultimate Writing Prodigy and Murderous Fiend. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have the trial next time. And I guess we'll actually figure out if I was correct or if I was just way off. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below if you're not subscribed yet. Why don't you have my video section? Check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. If you're interested in me live streaming, twitch.tv/ChronosPlays, give my channel a follow to be notified when I go live. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.